برشا بوجودكم اليوم، خاطر الحلقات هذوما مهمين ياسر بالنسبة لنا احنا كمبرمجين ومديرين فنيين. وبالنسبة لكم انتم زادا باش تتعرفوا على ناس بصراحة ما تقييمهم كل واحد في الاختصاص نتاعو في المهن الموسيقية. لارا الخوري تتعرف على نفسها، ان يجي معنا مديرنا الفني زادا ومستشارنا عماد عليبي اللي هو عنده اكثر يعني اكثر درايه مني بالبروجي بلوتو معناتها الكارير نتاع لارا وخدمتها وكل شيء. مرحبا بكم الناس الكل نقدم لكم لارا الخوري اللي هي باش تحاول تبدا ساعه تقدم نفسها وانا نحاول نترجم.
I think digital management is important.
Digital management.
Digital management.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. With classical management planning, like managing the company, maybe the interactions between artists. Or collaborations.
Yes.
Yeah. All about the image.
About the image, yes. These are all the things you have to manage for an artist, right?
Donc il y a du coaching, du mentorat, réseautage.
Yes, yeah. So I guess as a manager, you are a bit like your question. You are the CEO or the general manager of your artist. You have to look after their image. You have to coordinate with press. You have to get them opportunities. You have to push them out. You have to book them shows. You have to get them showcases at JMC. You have to plan. You have to both strategize together. Tu mets une stratégie.
Oui.
Ensemble pour une année, un an, 2 ans. You make plans, you make goals together. You review these goals, you change, you have to adapt. As a manager, you plan, you book. You're a secretary, tu es un secrétaire, tu es un thérapeute, non?
Oui.
C'est une relation très proche, l'artiste et le manager. It needs a lot of trust, it needs a lot of communication, and it needs a lot of time. It's a tiring job, it's a very rewarding job, but sometimes, especially with emerging artists, it takes a long time to build. You have to have a belief in your artist, and you have to be prepared to work for free for a little bit. You know?
المفهوم المانجر بالنسبه لي هو حد ياسر قريب من الارتيست، لازم سورتو الارتيست اللي مازال جديد معناتها باش تبني معاه اون ريلاسيون كلوز معناتها قريبه، وتحاول تكون لو سكرتير، تحاول تعمل ان بلان معناتها سور ان لون تيرم، تحاول تكون حتى معناها ثيرابيست قالت معناتها حتى بسيكولوج يعني ان سيغتان مومون باش تجيريه وتجيري les sautes d'humeur نتاعو، وتحاول تكون له conseiller معناتها tout ce qui est en rapport avec le développement personnel artistique artistico personnel نتاع الفنان بالاخص كي انت مازال بيتي جديد، وهي باش تسطر معاه الخطوط العريضه نتاع الكارير نتاعو المستقبليه.
Alors, on n'a pas un écran, mais j'ai aimé de montrer ça. I think it's a bit too small, mais pour prendre une idée. Ça c'est la structure normale pour un artiste. On a ici l'artiste, on a ici le manager, lawyer, and an accountant. When you are beginning, at the very beginning, your manager is all of these, because you can't afford an accountant, you can't afford a lawyer, right? So now you have to have logic and reason. You need someone to protect you, to protect your rights, to understand your rights. You need someone to help you account between you and between others. And then normally, traditionally, the manager would look after all of the relations with all of the business lines of the artist. So this would mean, for example, the record label, the label. You are responsible for getting the best deal for your artist. You need to know the industry standard of what is available to you and what is the right fit for your artist with a label. Sometimes you don't have a label, you will use a distributor. Oui, un distributeur, Believe, TuneCore, DistroKid, exactly. Okay. You mentioned digital. Does anybody need to know about how to work on the digital side of releases? Is anyone releasing music with their artist?
فما شكون قاعد
You want to.
معناتها يبرودوي
Quelqu'un fait
We are
des...
an artist that we are producing for
Yeah.
ourselves. but,
Okay.
We don't have like
You don't have a
digital
label.
manager. Yeah.
All right. So you have to do it yourselves, right? All right. Okay.
I'm a singer. I release for myself.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of the communication plan, when you're marketing your release, you're on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So you're not a manager?
He's my boyfriend.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
Okay. So you need to become the
I need
manager.
to learn. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So you have your record label or your distributor, or you do it yourself on an online platform. You have your booking agency. You have your publisher. A publisher is somebody that manages the rights of your songwriting. There's a difference between the rights of someone who wrote the song and then someone who owns the recording of the song.
les droits d'auteur.
Oui, les droits d'auteur versus the master rights, which is in the recording.
And that's not the duty of the lawyer?
Yes, no. No, the lawyer, you use the lawyer to review all contracts. It's not to protect your rights, it's to make sure your manager is protecting your rights in the contract. And the manager will need the conseil of the lawyer to make sure, because obviously a lawyer knows best. So you have your logic and you know what's right. You need the lawyer to make sure they're not trying to trick you in the writing. Maybe they hide
سي
something.
بون واضحه ولا تحب نترجم لكم؟ نترجم.
Good.
سي بون
Okay. So from all of this, after the record label, you have your promotion, marketing of the artist. You have to make sure your label is marketing your artists as well as marketing them yourselves. You have to make sure that you have good press. You have to make sure that that you have good positioning in your market. Yeah, yeah. And if you think about it, your manager needs to build a team of people that you trust, right? So maybe maybe in a country I'm not strong enough to have a booking agent, you know, and I can do it myself now because we're quite small. But at some point, even your manager will need a booking agent. You'll need someone that can book the shows, and the person that's booking the shows is reporting back to the manager. The manager and the artist have chosen together a booking agent or tried to find one that's good for their artist. So the trust now falls with building into the wider team.
Yeah.
But it all filters back to your manager, and the manager's talking to the artist, so the artist isn't overwhelmed by talking with everyone, and they can focus on their art, right?
Yes.
But yeah, there'll be plenty of times when you can't trust everyone. It takes time, right, and experience, and you have to build gradually and find your people.